Okay, so I just didn't finish Half-Life. I was talking about it, but I didn't finish it. Half-Life is actually on the ordinary level course. So I think this explains it. So if we have 100 grams, 100 gram sample of some radioactive material, and the half-life of that sample, so I have T a half, the half-life of that sample is 4 years. That means in 4 years, half of the sample will have decayed, or it will take 4 years for the size of the sample to half. So it starts at 100 grams, so after 4 years, we're down to 50 grams. That's your half the sample. After 8 years, you're down to 25 grams, so that's half by a half, so it's a quarter. Then after 12 years, so now we've half by a half by a half, so it's an eighth of the sample. Sorry. So half the sample remains. And then 1/4 of the sample remains. 1/8 of the sample remains, and so on. Yeah? So there's a formula here that gives you the relationship between the half-life and the decay constant. So we talked about the decay constant yesterday. It was in the law of decay. So it was the activity or the rate of decay was equal to lambda times the number of undecayed nuclei. And lambda was the decay constant. So this formula here in the orange box is how the decay constant relates to the half-life. So T a half is the half-life, ln2 is a constant, and then over the decay constant. Yeah? So it goes on here talking about detecting nuclear radiation in the Geiger Müller tube. I will do all that on Monday because I'm going to try and set up that experiment and do it as best we can. So what I want you to do is have a look at a couple of questions. Okay, so they're using like the activity or the rate of decay is equal to lambda n. That is a higher level one. The one we just came across, where T a half is ln2 over lambda. And then I'm assuming some of the older formulas as well. Okay, so I've got 3 questions there in red. And then if I scroll down, I've got 3 questions in green. So you can see here, the ordinary level are in red and the higher level are in green. So will you have a go with those, please? And then I also asked, I'll put all this in the journal now in a second, but I also asked the ordinary level yesterday to do question 12. So I just want to have a quick look and see if that also works for higher level. Just bear with me 1 second. So exams, and there was the GEB exam and higher level. Oh, question 12 was actually on a particle. That's a capacitor, it's a pipe open at one end, a heat pump. Okay. So it comes up in question 13 on your mock, but you don't have it in its entirety, so it's not going to work. Same with that one. Yeah, okay, so I'm not going to add anything extra. Obviously, if you finish these questions and you finish the video, do not sit there doing nothing. The 6 weeks to go to your Leaving Cert. So your papers are up in the press. Take them down and do a couple of questions. But yeah, I want these done for Monday. So ordinary level, do the 3 marked in red. They're basically just around half-life. And then higher level, the green ones are actually using the formula, so it would be a little bit trickier. Yeah, can't see anything else. Okay. I will see you Monday.